Going on YouTube? This is your boy JT Knows Things. This is my crypto den. For those who may not know, I am Jake Tullis. I am the fund manager of Bleeding Edge Capital. We are a discretionary long hedge fund based out of Cincinnati that operates exclusively in the digital asset space, where I have spent years researching, investing, and just overall being an obsessed enthusiast, if you could not tell from my office behind me. I have 10 years of software development experience and I have a finance degree. So this space is the convergence of my interests and passions throughout my career. And I leverage those experiences to analyze the market, and I document that analysis and research I use for the fund and my personal portfolio here on YouTube. And that's me in a nutshell. You come here for very sound, calm, and precise long-term counsel, okay? I am simply documenting my research, but my perspective, the shortest time frame we're talking about is a quarter, all the way up to a decade. I am a long-term trader. I do not like playing short-term games, and I do not like following mainstream media or any really article that could potentially affect my emotional bias in a position. And you come here for the same stoicism and calmness that I practice in my positions. So, with that today, we're going to talk about that calmness with Solana. I believe in Solana for a lot of reasons, which I'll cover here. But overall, there is a fundamental principle I want you all to understand. Price is a lagging indicator, one. So two, people's opinion determine that price. And that's it. Literally, there's just mass uniform consensus that this thing is either going to be better or worse in the future, and that is why the chart is green or red, up or down, good or bad, okay? And what we do here is we focus on the fundamentals. Price is like 5-10% of our analysis, and really it just determines if we're going to enter or not, when to pull the trigger or when not to. Rarely, if ever, should it be your primary determining factor. Like, oh, this is X, I'm just going to buy it because it's doing really good right now and everyone loves it. That's likely when you shouldn't buy. Okay, Solana right now is trading roughly 12x under what it was at. It's sitting around $22 at the time of this video, 22, 27. It is down to 8 billion market cap. The main reason for this drawdown is twofold. One, we are in a bear. Well, I think we're in the precursor to a bull market, but for the past year and a half, we've been in a bear, primarily started by Sam Bankman-Fried's fraudulent FTX exchange, which had a massive hand in Solana. Anatoly, the founder of Solana, took FTX's money. Obviously, none of us were aware of their, business practices, and Anatoly trusted them. He had a lot of connection to FTX after that investment. So when FTT, the token, actually just dropped 100% almost in liquidity, Solana was pinched, and their market capitalization had dried up for the most part. Nothing fundamentally has changed, though. Solana is still a very exciting project for a few reasons. One, the marketing of, the mass opinion, the lemmings, they all believe that it's an ETH killer, but Anatoly is not trying to compete with Ethereum on a lot of areas. What they want to do is his goal is to have information and transactions happen at the speed of light around the world, basically trumping anything with Bloomberg or Yahoo Finance, things like that. He wants financial instruments being used on that chain more so than anything else. Additionally, the other part of his business is consumer based. He has a hardware phone that would compete with Apple or Google obviously not actually in sales and market share, but you understand that it's at least the same product. The difference is it's native to Web3. So all of the Web3 apps, if you're, in on chain every day, automatically work with his device. Your wallet is automatically synced. That's your unique ID when you're on the phone. So you're automatically, securely logging into your apps with your wallet instantly. It's seamless for a crypto native, and it's way ahead of its time. But they are taking a big stab at consumer applications as well. So in the future, if you're bullish on crypto, or I guess Web3 adoption in general, and more people be on chain than online eventually, right? Solana would be right now, the leading horse in that race to take consumer eyes. Ethereum is broadly split up by developers and technologists like myself and users that use the apps that those people build without a lot of intention behind it. It's like, oh, I really like Axie Infinity, so I'm going to play that game. And then next thing you know, I'm exchanging all these ERC tokens, which eventually ends up in Ethereum's value. So there's not a lot of intention. Where someone goes to Solana, they're intentionally saying, I am Web3, period, F Web2. You get the picture. And they're sitting at 8 billion market cap. The return on Solana, should they recover, and I believe they will, do your own research, um, invest at your own risk, etc. Right? I'm not an advisor. However, I do believe Solana could come back, and if they should, you're talking about a base 10, 20x. It's not a large percentage of my strategy. However, Solana really does position itself well in the spread of the market, and their technology and architecture really is unique to them, and it brings a different offering than Ethereum and Avalanche and some of these other alt L1s. If you were going to add an L1 or two to your portfolio, I do believe Solana could be a great option. So I'll end it there. I want to keep it brief. Mainly, we like Solana for its focus on the consumer applications and the consumer hardware and its marketing position from that perspective, juxtaposed to Ethereum or some of the other L1s. And we also like it for its architecture and the speed of its time to finality on its blocks. Everything they've designed is to be fast, fast, fast. And 3, the founder, CEO, the visionary of this company has a very strong idea as to what Solana will and will not be. He is not swayed at all. He partnered with the wrong guy, and he's dealing with a lot of blowback. So people have a negative opinion of him, and that's reflecting the price. But fundamentally, they are strong. They have another cash for a year and a half, as claimed by Anatoly on the Bankless podcast, and they are ready for next bull market. They certainly will last until then, and they've done nothing but develop their business in this bear market. They have been laying a foundation. They will likely moon in the coming years. That is it, everyone. Until next time, take care of one another, love each other. I'll catch you back here at the Crypto Den. Peace and love.